Good evening, everybody. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy here this evening. I want to thank you all for joining us here. Please do remember to announce yourselves as you come into the room. Let me know your name and where you are from. Some good information we're going to go over here this evening. And by the way, Brian, do reach out to me. Got your 17-inch Blackstone all ready for you. We're going to schedule a time for you to come pick it up. I'm actually going to be down at the Timonium show. We'll talk about that a little bit. Maybe we can meet up down there. Anyway, so again, announce yourself who you when you come in the room. For those of you watching on replay, please do leave a comment. Give me a like if you're liking what I'm going over here. Again, this is all to try to help you educate yourself before you go make a decision. So lots of misinformation out there, and I want to make sure that we get you taken care of. So let's kind of talk to you about what we're going to talk about here this evening. So first thing we're going to talk about this last weekend. Maureen and I, we got to go out and spend a weekend with girl campers. I'm going to talk to you about that. We're going to talk again about the Timonium RV show. Now, of course, we're going to get into the motorhome tow ratings, gas versus diesel. A lot of misinformation out there about that. And then, of course, upcoming live shows. And on top of that, at any time, if you do have a question, by all means, feel free to go ahead and chime on in there. So let's get started. We're going to talk about, I just got to find out where the heck my stuff is here. Once I find it, we'll be good to go. Here we go. We're going to talk about this past weekend. So this past weekend, cool thing, we were able to go on out and enjoy a girl camping weekend with girl campers of Delmarva, Maryland, and Virginia. There was also some people there from Pennsylvania. But basically, what they had crab feast. We got to hang out, socialize, safe distance, and so forth. But on Saturday morning, provided some donuts. And as you can see, yours truly, I went ahead and did a RV use and maintenance seminar. Kind of brought some products down there, explained the different products that are out there and what they're for and so forth. And, you know, what things you should be using and so forth. A lot of good information went over there. We got to hang out by the campfire, obviously. So great evening for the campfire. And I'll tell you this. So this was a Bayshore campground down in Rock Hall, Maryland. Pretty cool campground. I guess the only downside to that is the fact that you don't have full hookups at your sites. So as you're leaving, you've got to go ahead and go to a dump station. Well, this one dump station that I actually went to, if you take a look, I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger if I can. And I don't know if you can see that, but over here in this area where you're dumping the hose, that went into a half cut pipe down into a full one. I mean, some people were coming over there and actually just dumping. They had their blue boys with them. They had 5-gallon buckets and just dumping stuff down there. Now, this was the one and only that was like this. The other ones actually had a pipe that you would screw into. But I thought that was kind of unusual for a dump station. But that was kind of a unique thing to go over. So next thing what I want to talk to you about is the upcoming Timonium RV show. And that's going to be down there in Timonium. Obviously, it's a Timonium RV show. And it's this Thursday through Sunday. Let me see. Did they put the times on this one here? Oh, yeah, there they are. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they're from 10 to 7, and Sunday, 10 to 6. Now, for those of you that are active military or veterans or even first responders, Thursday and Friday, free admission. By all means, if you're coming by to look around, be sure to stop in and say hello to me. Love to see that you came by. And especially if you're in the market, be sure that you give me the opportunity earn your business. So that is that. So the next thing we're going to talk to you about is tow ratings. Now, so I'm going to be talking to you about Canyon Star gas motorhome. So this particular one, it's a 3513. It's a gas motorhome. It's Newmar. So it's almost 36 feet in length. Also going to be talking to you about the Forza. Now the Forza is by the way, the year I picked was 2019 because it's what you need to do is understand the information I'm going to be giving you here this evening. So it's critical that you understand how these numbers break down. So this is going to be a 2019 Forza. It's a 34T. And then lastly, I'm going to be comparing another gas motorhome. Again, this is a Class A gas. This is the 29M Hurricane. So those are the three motorhomes that we're going to talk about here this evening. Now, with that being said, kind of give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So as you can see, the Canyon Star has a gross vehicle weight rating. I'm just trying to get this over here so I can make it a little bit bigger for you, of 26,000 pounds. As you can see, the hitch rating on it is 5,000 pounds. You can look at the Hurricane, gross vehicle weight rating 18,000 pounds, so it's a smaller chassis, hitch rating of 8,000 pounds, and of course, the Forza, 26,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating, and has a hitch rating of 10,000 pounds. So that's what we're looking at here this evening. Now, so basically what I'd like to know is, A, pull this thing up here. Do you think that the Canyon Star is going to have a higher tow rating, which is A? Or do you think the Forza that has a 10,000 pound hitch on it is going to have a higher rating? Or lastly, hope I have it in here. Apparently I didn't save it. Do you think that the Hurricane is going to have the higher tow rating? So A, B, or C, which ones do you think that they are? For those of you hanging out there, chime on in. Come on in. Let me know what you're thinking. So basically, let me kind of break this down to you for you. What you're looking at here is, I'm just trying to get it so you can see it. The Canyon Star has an unloaded weight of about a little over 21,000 pounds. As you can see, it has a cargo carrying capacity of over 4,900 pounds there. Okay, and gross vehicle weight rating. But see, what people fail to realize is, yes, it has a hitch rating of 5,000 pounds. So that is what the hitch rating is, and it's a 5,000 or 500 pound tongue weight. Now, can it tow 5,000 pounds? Absolutely. Assuming that you do not put 4,900 pounds of cargo in there. Understand a gross combined weight rating. And by the way, that's what GCWR is, your gross combined weight rating. GVWR is your gross vehicle weight rating. Now, that is what it is rated for just by itself. The CCCs is your cargo carrying capacity, and the UVW is your unloaded vehicle weight rating. So just hopefully break those things down there. So in reality, you could see that, yes, you could tow 5,000 pounds with that. Now, in contrast, if you take a look at the Forza, that has an unloaded vehicle weight rating of just over 22,000 pounds. And then you see that it is, you have less cargo carrying capacity than the gas Canyon Star. And they're not much difference as far as length there either. They're the same gross vehicle weight rating. Obviously, they're different motors, but you see that they're both gross combined weight rating of 30,000 pounds. But yet this manufacturer put a 10,000-pound hitch receiver on the back. And again, 500-pound tongue weight with that. Then you're looking at the Hurricane 29M. So this is a 30-foot motorhome. Now, this was an 18,000 gross vehicle weight rating motorhome, 2,200 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. So you can see the unloaded weight is just coming up close to 16,000 pounds. But again, they're putting an 8,000-pound hitch receiver on there. Now, if you do the math between 15.7 and 23, you can see it doesn't add up. You can see they're actually putting a little bit heavier hitch receiver on there. Same thing with the Forza. I mean, the closest thing you have here, I think the one that was probably the best situation for you is the Canyon Star actually putting a 5,000-pound hitch receiver on the back of it. It's amazing how many diesel pushers out there that only have a 4,000 or 5,000-pound tow rating when you actually do the numbers. So in actuality, when you're looking at these numbers, what you have here, let me just pull this thing up here for you. As you can see, you have a 4,000-pound tow rating on the Canyon Star because you take 30,000, subtract out the gross vehicle weight rating. This is assuming that you filled up, you maxed out your gross vehicle weight rating of the motorhome. Same thing with the Forza, same thing with the Hurricane. So you can see that actually in this scenario, the 29M Hurricane, something that has an 18,000-pound gross vehicle weight rating, can out-tow both the Forza and the Canyon Star. If you're actually if you're looking at the actual numbers, taking the gross combined weight rating and subtracting out the gross vehicle weight rating. That is something that most people don't take into consideration. They just look at the hitch receiver size, and that's it. A lot of things that they don't take into consideration either is, like on most trucks, if you have a 10,000-pound tow rating, typically you're going to have a 1,000-pound tongue weight rating or higher because it's 10%. So 5,000 is 500, 8,000 it's 800. But all three of these hitch receivers have the same tongue weight rating. And that is something that most people and most sales individuals in this industry do not explain to you when you're out there looking at motorhomes. They'll just point out the fact that, hey, this thing has a 10,000-pound hitch, or it has an 8 or 7,000. They don't explain to you that it doesn't tow that. So be careful out there. It's no different than a truck and what a truck rating would be. So give a couple shout outs here. I see Bill's here in the house. Appreciate you joining us here, Bill. I mean, I only see a few people actually coming in and saying hello. I see a number of you are out there watching, but not many signing in here this evening. Griswold family vacay is here. Good evening. Glad you joined us here. So that's kind of gives you an idea of what we're talking about. Now, let me talk to you about, by the way, does anybody have any questions about RVs or about anything that we're talking about, or anything else that we're talking about here as well? By the way, Bill, I know I had the same problem that you did with your awning, and I just put up a video today. Over the weekend, I corrected that issue. Basically, did what I was telling you. Were you able to get your awning situation fixed, I should say? If you were not, and maybe you didn't know what I was talking about, I just put a video out pertaining to the issue that I was having, and hopefully that helps you if what I discussed with you over the phone a few weeks ago did not. Good evening, Brian. See you made it in the house. Appreciate you joining us. By the way, Brian, have the 17-inch Blackstone griddle, the one you won the other evening. Let me know if you want to just, I'll be down at the Timonium show this weekend. Let me know. I can bring it down there if need be. Did somebody have a question?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, Maureen was hitting my arm there. She's hanging over here. Maureen, go ahead, sit up. Say hello to everybody. There
Hi,
she is.
everyone.
See, so I actually, people think that Maureen is a ghost, and I really did. I have somebody else actually that's signed in as Maureen. But as you can see, she is actually here. Our epic RV adventures. Appreciate you joining us here this evening. So, um, but I just wanted to go over that. Now, upcoming lives, by the way, want to let you know that on the 29th of this month, I'm going to have Janine Pettit, the gal, the brains that is behind Girl Camper, actually coming on to talk about, how Girl Camper all came about and, what that's all about. They get quite an organization, and I'll tell you what, that's growing by leaps and bounds. A lot of ladies out there, women that are getting out there camping without their husbands, and a lot of single women that are out there camping with, because they don't have a significant other. They're getting out there and camping. I know that in talking with the campers this weekend, of course, it was a couples weekend, the Girl Camper weekend this past weekend, and I was trying to get the ladies to talk Maureen into grabbing this trailer and joining them on some adventures. And she was not having any of that. Were you, Maureen?
No.
Not at all. But anyway, maybe one day. So that's going to be fun. And the other thing I'm working on, and I'm hoping to have something lined up, a big announcement, hopefully next Tuesday, I'll be able to announce it, is I'm looking to have an interview with the president of Make-A-Wish of the East, I think they call it the Mid-Atlantic branch of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the president, having her come in kind of talking about what Make-A-Wish is all about and so forth. Such a great organization. Lots going on there. I tell you, they put smiles on the children's faces, and they really do make a difference for these families. And it's a great thing that they do. If you don't know who they are, down below this video, as well as others, I have a link to their website. Be sure you check them out. And if you have the means to do it, please consider making a contribution and let them know that the Air Force guy sent you. I see we have another couple other people in the house. We got RV Kids TV. Glad to see you're joining us here. Linda Norman, the Aloha Conch here is here. Appreciate that. Appreciate all that. That's of RV inventory. Well, so yes, appreciate the question, Linda. So the RV inventory is actually, you're going to see a reduction of that here moving forward for the next month or so, because I was just talking with the manufacturer today. Production is down. I know some people are talking about how they're putting out all these RVs. They're not even up to what they used to put out. They're actually hiring more people to try to up their production level. Just to give you an idea, I was talking with my A-liner rep today. They're at about 5 or 6 units a day they're building. They are a year out on filling orders for A-liners. They're trying to get that up and going. They're not even building the escapes at this time. Their Somerset pop-ups, those things are on the back burner. Those things will be months out. They can't even give you a date. If I got somebody call me today, I got to get back with them tomorrow. But if you want to pick up, or order a Somerset pop-up, you can't, because they can't even tell you when they're going to build one. So we're seeing a major reduction in inventory at our level, and I think it's across the board everywhere. It's very, very tight on getting things that we were supposed to get in August. We still haven't received in September yet, and here we are. We're at the middle of September, and we haven't received all of the things that were supposed to be sent to us last month. And we're told it's not going to be getting any better anytime soon. So hopefully that answers your question there. I see that I pronounced that wrong. Let's see what we got here. It's pronounced conch. Okay, I got you. So, yes, they are an amazing organization. And a matter of fact, I have a gentleman that worked with us, and his family was blessed by the Make a Wish Foundation and sending their son off to for a Make a Wish event. And nowadays with the Make a Wish events um, minimalized, I mean, like I say, minimalized. The chances of them doing something, you're going on a cruise, going to Disney, they have kind of those things are kind of like off the table. So what else can you do? RVs are the way to go. And the beauty of Make a Wish being able to do that, understand that it's costing them more dollars to put them into an RV than it would be to send them to Disney or send them on a cruise. Um, so they've got to get creative, and they're going to need more people open their wallets to make these things happen. I think talking to my representative today, we've got 3 families trying to make something happen for them this month. So we're going to see what we can put together on that. So, and you can't wait to get a great deal on an almost new used camper when all these people who bought during the pandemic decide to sell. And that could be an issue next spring. A lot of people that were buying nowadays, getting out there camping, maybe they're going to get frustrated the fact that the limited camping spots that are out there, maybe they might get maybe not understanding the amount of work that it takes to maintain a camper. That might be a thing. So I see my buddy from up there in the UP is in the house here this evening. George, thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. Let me see if I missed anybody here. Of course, saw Brian's in the house. Griswold Family Vacay's in the house. And by the way, some of these channels that are in here, please do go on over, check out some of their videos. You might find I'm more of an educational type channel, but some of these other channels out there, they're going to give you actual videos on what they're encountering in their RV lifestyle. I know our Epic RV Adventure, I believe they just hit the road. They sold their stick and bricks, and now they're out actually traveling in their RV. I know RV Kids TV doing the same thing. They're hanging out there. They kind of show you they homeschool. I believe they homeschool their children. They get out and show you all different types of things that you can be doing. So a lot of great channels that are out there. And I'll tell you, we do definitely appreciate the support from everybody that chimes in. And by the way, if you do stop in and check out one of my videos, one of their videos, whatever, do please make sure you give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, let them know that you're in the house and that you appreciate what they're doing. Hopefully you'll connect with somebody and make a friend for life, that's for sure. A lot of great people out there. And that's one thing about campers. For those of you that may not have gone out and camped yet, or maybe you're looking to get into it, the camping family, and I say the family out there, that's truly what they are. Because you show up at a campground, you don't know what you're doing. It's amazing how easy it is to reach out to the person next to you or one of the campers within a short distance of where you are, and they are more than willing to lend a helping hand. So anyway, so I like to keep them short and sweet here. Again, it's all about providing information and the factual information, because unfortunately there is, with the internet, it's like anything else. There's so much misinformation out there, and I'm here to try to bring it to you straight, not sugarcoat it, give you the actual information, and hopefully that will help you down the road if and when you're going to make a decision. So I do appreciate everybody for showing up here. And by the way, remember, the first Tuesday of every month is RV trivia, big prizes. So looking forward to seeing a lot of you all back here. It's 2 weeks from now, right? Oh no, 3 weeks from now, isn't it? Right? 3 weeks from now for next month. But I've got some other things up my sleeve. We'll be bringing in some other channels and some other individuals. Again, it's all about giving you the information that you are looking for and that you deserve. So again, thanks for coming in. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate it. And we'll see you again back here next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all take care. And by the way, did you guys like Maureen being on here this evening? This is the first time she didn't duck and hide on me the whole time. She did try. So sorry, I'm going to have to redo those lights so they're not shining behind her head there. So thanks again, and we'll back at you again next week. Take care.